Akhenaten, originally known as Amenhotep IV, is a pivotal figure in ancient Egyptian history due to his radical religious reforms and the establishment of Tel el-Amarna as the new capital. This site, known as Akhenaten, Horizon of the Aten, served as a center for the worship of the sun god Aten and reflected Akhenaten's unique vision for Egypt. Overview of Tel el-Amarna. Location: Tel el-Amarna is situated on the eastern bank of the Nile River in Upper Egypt, approximately 44 miles north of modern Asiut. Foundation: Akhenaten founded the city around 1348 BCE, abandoning Thebes in favor of this new capital dedicated to Aten. Duration: the city was occupied until about 1332 BCE, shortly after Akhenaten's death, when the court returned to Thebes and the site was abandoned. Key features of Tel el-Amarna. Urban layout. The city was designed with a clear layout, featuring a royal road that connected significant buildings, including the Great Temple of the Aten, royal palaces, and residential areas. The architectural style emphasized open-air spaces, reflecting the worship of Aten. Art and culture. The art from this period is distinctive for its naturalism and dynamic representations, breaking from traditional Egyptian artistic conventions. This style is often referred to as Amarna art, characterized by its focus on family life and intimate portrayals of Akhenaten and his family. Tombs and burial practices. Nobles' tombs were carved into nearby cliffs, showcasing elaborate painted reliefs that provide insights into daily life and religious practices during Akhenaten's reign. Notable tombs include those of high-ranking officials like Huya and I. The Amarna letters. A significant archaeological find at Tel el-Amarna includes over 300 cuneiform tablets known as the Amarna letters, which document diplomatic correspondence between Akhenaten's court and foreign rulers. These letters are crucial for understanding Egypt's international relations during this period. Religious significance. The site was dedicated to the worship of Aten, marking a significant departure from traditional polytheistic practices. Akhenaten's monotheistic approach led to profound changes in Egyptian religion and society. Historical impact. Akhenaten's establishment of Tel el-Amarna represents a transformative period in ancient Egypt known as the Amarna period. His focus on Aten worship not only altered religious practices but also influenced art, architecture, and political structures. Despite its brief existence, Tel el-Amarna remains a key archaeological site that provides valuable insights into this unique chapter of Egyptian history. After Akhenaten's death, subsequent pharaohs sought to erase his legacy, leading to the city's abandonment and eventual disassembly for materials used in other constructions. In summary, Tel el-Amarna stands as a testament to Akhenaten's revolutionary reign, encapsulating his religious innovations and artistic achievements while offering a glimpse into daily life during one of ancient Egypt's most intriguing periods. The Great Temple of the Aten in Tel el-Amarna holds significant importance for understanding the religious, cultural, and political landscape during the reign of Pharaoh Akhenaten. Here are the key aspects of its significance. Religious significance. Center of Aten worship. The Great Temple served as the primary place of worship for the sun god Aten, marking a radical shift from traditional polytheistic practices centered around gods like Ammonius. This temple symbolized Akhenaten's monotheistic beliefs and his desire to establish Aten as the sole deity of Egypt, fundamentally altering the religious landscape of the time. Architectural innovation. Unlike traditional Egyptian temples that were enclosed and dark, the Great Temple featured open-air sanctuaries designed to allow sunlight to illuminate the space, reflecting the characteristics of Aten worship. This architectural choice emphasized the connection between the divine and the natural world, aligning with Akhenaten's vision of a more direct relationship between the deity and his followers. Cultural impact. Artistic expression. The temple was a focal point for the unique Amarna art style, characterized by its naturalism and dynamic representations. Artworks found within and around the temple depicted scenes of Akhenaten, his family, and religious rituals, showcasing a departure from conventional artistic norms and emphasizing personal devotion. Cultural revolution. The establishment of the Great Temple was part of a broader cultural revolution initiated by Akhenaten, which included changes in art, literature, and societal norms. This period is often referred to as the Amarna period, marked by a distinct identity that diverged from previous Egyptian traditions. Political significance. Symbol of power. The Great Temple functioned as a symbol of Akhenaten's authority and his role as a high priest of Aten. By centralizing religious practices in this temple, he reinforced his political power and legitimized his rule through divine association. Diplomatic hub. The temple also played a role in foreign relations, as evidenced by the Amarna letters, which document diplomatic correspondence during Akhenaten's reign. The temple's prominence underscored Egypt's shifting political alliances and interactions with neighboring states. The Great Temple of the Aten in el-Amarna significantly influenced the artistic style known as Amarna art, which emerged during the reign of Pharaoh Akhenaten. This new artistic expression marked a departure from traditional Egyptian conventions, reflecting Akhenaten's religious reforms and the worship of the sun god Aten. Here are the key aspects of how the Great Temple shaped this distinctive artistic style. Naturalism and expressiveness. Dynamic representations. Amarna art is characterized by its naturalistic and expressive forms, which were a stark contrast to the rigid, idealized figures typical of earlier Egyptian art. The Great Temple's open-air design allowed for larger and more dynamic compositions, encouraging artists to experiment with poses and gestures that conveyed movement and emotion. Intimate family scenes. The temple's decorations often depicted intimate scenes of Akhenaten, his wife Nefertiti, and their children, showcasing a familial bond that was rarely represented in previous art forms. This included portrayals of the royal family engaging in playful activities, which emphasized a more personal connection between the pharaoh and his subjects. Unique artistic features. Elongated forms. Figures in Amarna art frequently exhibit elongated bodies and exaggerated features, such as slender necks and full hips. This stylistic choice is evident in many reliefs found within the Great Temple, where Akhenaten and his family are depicted with distinctive physical traits that may have been inspired by Akhenaten's own appearance. Symbolism of Aten. The Great Temple prominently featured the sun disk Aten, which was often depicted with rays ending in hands that extended the ankh, symbolizing life. This imagery reinforced the centrality of Aten worship and influenced how artists represented divine elements within their works. Architectural influence on art. Large-scale compositions. The expansive wall spaces of the Great Temple allowed for large-scale artistic compositions that included not only religious scenes, but also depictions of daily life and nature. This encouraged artists to create more complex narratives within their works, integrating various elements into cohesive scenes. Innovative techniques. The temple's architecture inspired new techniques in relief carving, such as sunk relief, which became a hallmark of Amarna art. These techniques allowed for greater depth and detail in representations, enhancing the visual impact of the artworks.